Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 64 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Back to throw here. He wants it all for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want, and they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 9 now. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. He sets to fire deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
2nd and 14. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll look to throw again. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, quick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The quick slant caught. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? You made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. His kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this one is right through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 2nd down at 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Touchdown! That's caught. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll look to throw. Will be incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Pass complete to Harris. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play?